Hello everyone again. Today we have Audi A4 2 liter TDI A4 2 liter TDI. The car has come to our garage with the EC system not functioning. So as you can see, the garage where the car has come from, they have replaced the EC compressor. As you can see, brand new compressor, and they have put enough refrigerant gas and everything, but the EC system is still not functioning very well, not functioning at all. No cold air go to the passenger and inside the cabinet or the passenger compartment at all. So let's diagnose this together. Engine code is BRE. We are going to select this one. Says we are going to select air conditioning system. Okay, this is the treble code for the EC system. It says that high pressure sensor open circuit, short circuit to positive to battery positive, and this is the DTC. It's 00819. So now I'm going to go back and check for a live data here. Now go back. So refrigerant circuit pressure is that much. High pressure signal is 9.5%. So let me no much information about the pressure sensor. So switch position, I think not that much. So okay, that's the bottom of the list here. No more. So let me go back. So this pressure shouldn't be 14.5 psi, because now the ambient temperature is approximately more than 22 degrees of Celsius. So I think we are going to investigate. As you saw, the DTC code was also related to the refrigerant pressure sensor. As you can see here, it's 14.5, which is just below a bar. So for the I think for every I'm not sure, I'm not sure if I'm right now. I think for every degrees of Celsius and ambient temperature, the refrigerant pressure goes 4 bar or something like that, but again I'm not sure. So now we are going to investigate the high pressure sensor circuit on the EC system. So let's do that now. I'm going to turn this off, and to get access to the refrigerant pressure sensor, you need to remove this 2 nuts, and also this nut and this screw and this screw as well. So you need to remove these 2 screws. So sorry, this 2 nuts, this 2 nuts and these 2 screws. 1 feet here, 1 feet here, and the other feet here. Then you need to push that back, and then you will have access to the refrigerant or EC pressure sensor, which is here. Now I'm going to test that sensor. As you can see, just show you. Let's see. That's here. That's here. Okay, as you can see, this is the wiring diagram for the refrigerant pressure sensor. The wiring color may be different, but I think the connector pins number are the same, which is this one. So pin 1 is connected directly to the okay, pin 1 is connected to the ground here, and pin 2 is the signal wire to the AC control module. Pin 3 is the 12 volt supply voltage. Let me trace that. This, if you trace this way, and this is fuse 6 rated 5 amps, and this is located on the fascia inside the vehicle driver side dashboard. So what we are going to do, we are going to check first the fuse the supply voltage to the sensor, which is this one. So if you follow this fuse 6, that goes directly and here. So the supply voltage is going to be 12 volt at, or source voltage at pin 3, and pin 2 is going to be the signal wire to the EC control module, and pin 1 is connected to the earth or to the ground. So the wire color, as I mentioned before, it might be different because here that's brown. This is brown and blue, and this one is gray and red. So anyway, first we are going to check supply voltage to the sensor, and then we are going to check the ground, whether the sensor has a good ground or not. Then we are going to check the signal voltage, or the signal voltage to the EC control module. If we check the signal wire voltage or value, unfortunately we don't have a manufacturer specification here in O2 data to match the value taken from the sensor to the manufacturer specification value. So anyway, and according to my experience, so the voltage, the signal voltage will be over a volt. So over from a volt in a good sensor, but we will see the value on this sensor. So let's check or put in practice this on the vehicle. And also, as you can see here, fuse number 6 is fuse number 6 5 amp rated, and it's air conditioning pressure sensor, air conditioner pressure sensor. So we are going to check fuse number 6. So the ignition is on. As you can see, the ignition is on, and now I'm going to check the fuse number 6. So this is the test lead, and this so as you can see, fuse number 1 2 3 4 no 1 2 3 4. So one see, 1 2 3 4 5 6. We are going to check fuse number 6. As you can see, the test light is lighting, and another side of the fuse as well, as you can see. So the fuse is all right. The fuse is not blown, it's all right. As you can see, I am not sure if you are able to see. Let me zoom that. So this is pin 1 on the top, next is pin 2, and the bottom one is pin 3. So the top one, pin 1, is connected to the ground, pin 2 is connected to the EC control module, and it's the signal wire, and pin 3 is the 12 volt supply wire. So now our back probe is connected to black back probe pin is connected to the ground wire of the sensor, and the red is connected to the supply wire of the sensor. And as you can see, we have 12.16 volt. I'm not sure if so. As you can see, this is I'm not sure it's the I think the battery is weak. As you can see, we have 12.16 volt. This is this and that the supply voltage is also okay, and the ground is also okay, because if we had a bad ground, so we wouldn't have battery voltage or source voltage. There would have been some voltage dropped. So now I'm going to connect the red lead, remove the red back probe from the supply voltage, and I'm going to connect that to the middle one, which is this one. So I have connected to the signal wire. The red back probe pin is now on signal wire, and as you can see, we have got close to battery voltage, so that shouldn't be let me get another voltmeter, because this is no good. It's not showing in the sunny day. Now the voltage has returned to normal. Now sometime, yeah, as you can see, the voltage has returned to normal, but I'm not sure the video microphone can pick up or not, because I can hear some sound, and the gas is escaping from here, and also here, as you can see, the it's oily. The sensor is oily, as you can see, and also I'm not sure if the video can pick up as the escaping of the refrigerant gas. So now it's reading okay. So I'm going to disconnect this, and I'm going to go to the scanner and read the live data. Nothing has changed in the live data. It's still the same. Let me start the engine and see if so I'm going to turn the AC on. So I have turned the AC on. Okay, as you can see, I have connected manifold gauge to the AC system, and as you can see, no refrigerant gas is existed in the system. I was told by the garage from whom the car has come. They say that we put the gases. I think the gas has escaped from the sensor here. As you can see, the sensor is oily and it's leaking. When I put the when I backproofed the sensor, and I could hear gas escaping sound, easing noise from the sensor. So I'm going to replace the sensor and regas it and see if the system is going to work. But anyway, when I replace the sensor, I'm going to give the car to the garage. I won't be able to show you on the video that the car is functioning, because the garage is going to put the gas into it and then we'll test it. If there was no any issue, then it's okay. The car will be handed to its owner. So if there was an issue, I will keep record that as well to you. So again, the sensor was functioning okay, but I'm not sure. When I tested with this multimeter, and it was showing the signal wire shorted to battery positive or to the supply wire. But when I'm not sure whether that was due to the play. When I played with the connector, and when I tested with the other multimeter, and it showed that the sensor voltage was all right. So I'm going to close this. Nothing is left. So even checking with this, nothing is left here, as you can see, and here nothing is left. No gas existed, just little bit sign of oil, compressor oil. So I'm going to replace the sensor and put it back and give the car back to the garage. Okay, later I have found that it says pressure sensitive square wave signal from high pressure sender. It's the pressure sensor, refrigerant pressure sensor, or G65. Says ignition on, engine not running, ambient temperature greater than 20 degrees of Celsius and less than 35 degrees of Celsius. So square wave signal as a function of pressure in refrigerant circuit. So duty cycle greater than 16.5 and less than 50%. So we had 9% of duty cycle. So the reason it was 9% because there was no any refrigerant gas in the system. So no signal detection. Check power. We checked power and ground, everything was all right, and also the signal I think was also okay. So if you see that the duty cycle should be greater than 16.5% and less than 50%, when the ambient temperature is greater than 20 degrees of Celsius and less than 35 degrees of Celsius. So because we had no refrigerant in the system, the ambient temperature, let me show you the ambient temperature. As you can see, it's approximately 28 degrees of Celsius. So so we should have had a duty cycle between 65.5% and less than 50%, so between these two. This is a good point if someone is diagnosing their own car. Okay, to replace the pressure sensor, this is the procedure: removing and installing high pressure sender or G65, remove front bumper, which I have shown you, unplug connector B, which is this one, and remove high pressure sender or G65C, this one, and the tightening torque specification is 5 Newton meter. So note, so replace O-ring A, it's 10.8 millimeter, 1.8 millimeter thicker. So the cooling output cannot be checked with the high pressure. G65 removed. The operation and display unit, climatronic control unit, does not switch on the compressor. The refrigerant circuit remains closed. Connection with valve. Checking operation of high pressure sender in signal supply, and so this one I have shown you. And let me go back. So let's see this one. So okay, to remove it, you need 17 millimeter spanner, and slowly, I'm not sure, so I won't be able to record at the same time while I am removing the sensor, because I need to hold this part. Just one second. So I'm going to remove this one as well. This is too big for this. Oh my god, it's too tight. Okay, to remove this, you need to hold this from inside as well, because you need to hold from here as well, like so. As you can see, you need to hold the plastic nut shaped side with the 17 millimeter spanner as well, and then open it with this. Yes, it has opened now, and as you can see, As you can see, this is the washer I'm going to this is the washer I'm going to put in the new one. So when you're removing the sensor, you need to hold this firm with another spanner, otherwise there is a chance snapping this plastic neck here. You need to hold with one spanner here with the 17mm and open this sensor, put 17mm combined spanner or open end spanner. This will turn this. So new genuine pressure sensor has arrived and it's 76 pound 81 pence. So I'm going to install that right now. So the sensor came without this O-ring seal, so they say we don't have the seal in stock, so you need to wait till Monday. So I ordered the sensor without the seal, so I'm going to install the old sealed. Hopefully it will work. So this is the sensor. It's the genuine Audi one. So I'm going to remove that. And I'm going to install the seal here. I'm going to put some silicone spray on the and now I'm going to put that here. The torque specification is 5 Newton meter, but so I'm going to do it without torque range. So it should be enough. This should be enough. Okay, I'll put the sensor, and now I'm going to put everything, bumper and everything back, and give car back to the customer. So torque specification, tightening torque specification is 5 Newton meter. Okay, I'm going to add erase treble codes. So no fault code, so I have erased the treble code. Okay, the reason it was showing short circuit, short to 12 volt, because this was full of compressor oil, EC or air conditioning system oil, so the pin was short to each other. So that was the reason. When I played with that, so I saw drops of oil when I was disconnecting the connector from the sensor, and that 2-3 drops have gone down, and so then when I checked, it was showing the normal voltage 1.2. So the symptom of this sensor was the leakage. It was leaking, so the oil and gas was leaking and escaping from this side of the sensor to the connector side here, and that then the gas was escaping and the oil was dropping, and also the pen was shorting due to the oil existingness.